My name is Courtney Pace, and I work with a nonprofit organization based in Blacksburg, Virginia in the United States, and we work on community development projects internationally. We work in over 20 countries around the world, including South Africa, and also my area of expertise is in Belize, which is in Central America.
Now you mentioned that you were at the presentation by Audrey from Chem City, Sassel. Did you pick up on any kind of parallels there between your work and hers?
Yes, actually, right away noticed quite a few parallels between the work that she's doing with Sassel and the work that I do with Peacework, and in particular in the impoverished communities, in some of the townships where Sassel is working, and the community in Belize City where I work, and sort of the lack of resources and the need for economic development and for a culture of entrepreneurship, that jobs are quite scarce in Belize City where I'm working, and to see the parallels there between the work in South Africa. I think that the social and economic factors are quite similar, even though they're worlds apart, so to speak. It's there's a lot of parallel and overlap there.
One thing that I think is worthy of note with the project that she shared was the sustainability of it. In other words, becoming self-sustained, that organization. Are there any kind of projects that you're involved in that are attempting to do that?
Yes, actually. So we're working on developing a business incubator model in Belize City. We've been working for a number of years on a financial literacy curriculum with the schools, teachers and students and administrators in Belize on introducing the concepts of budgeting and saving and entrepreneurship. And so what we're trying to do is take that a step further so that students can actually take their ideas that they develop through this program and start to implement them, so that there's not a dead end for them, and to try to seek out some funding opportunities to get this program started, but ultimately that the businesses themselves will be self-sustained, and also the business incubator itself will be self-sustained. And so that's sort of the challenge, but seeing some of the folks here, and especially Audrey's presentation, to see that that's attainable, that it doesn't have to be a dead-end road. And so it's quite encouraging to hear the success stories that she was able to share.
Any of your objectives that you can share for the future vis-a-vis your project?
Sure. So a couple of main objectives, two in particular. One is to provide some economic development opportunities, so that especially in the young adult population, sort of 18 to 30-year-olds that are at risk of getting into some gang activity or crime and a life of violence, and to offer them a different alternative, something that will sustain them and their families into the long term. So economic development is definitely one of the keys, and also social development. As I said, sort of creating a culture of entrepreneurship, that folks don't have to wait for someone to give them a job, but in fact they can create their own job, so that they're not relying on someone else always to put food on the table, or to government funding to sustain them. So we're very much looking with our partners in Belize in particular. We partner with the government, with the Ministry of Education, with local businesses, with other nonprofits, and so to bring all of those partners together in such a way that that we're benefiting not only Belize but the future of the world, really.